Hello! Welcome to Threefold Talk. I'm your temporary Wetlander, not Malkier Talks. Ladies, how are you doing tonight?
Awesome.
Very
awesome. I love you so much right now.
You're amazing. There's something funny. I can't tell, but Melindhra.
Yes.
Lovely. Bosh. How you doing?
I am fantastic and much better now. Wow. I have never heard your sultry tones so exquisite as they are tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm almost time when you read French to us.
I don't know. When she read French, that was, pretty
sexy.
Excuse me, this is the Wetlander. This is not the wise one.
Excuse me. Sorry.
You're so
the Wetlander's voice is doing something to me.
I had a little bit of a squat earlier, so Melindhra, thanks for keeping me on track.
Hey, you have no toe to me. No toe to me.
Much appreciated, friend.
Roof Mistress Leigh-A, how are your holidays?
The holidays were good. Pretty low key. Visited some friends and some family, and then just hung out with my cats and and was very sad to go back to the whole JOB thing. So that was kind of a letdown, but I guess, I need to make money so I can purchase important things. Like tickets to Malkier Con.
JOB. Does that mean G Usquai bondage? Is that what that word means?
Sure.
Okay. And you don't like that?
Funny doing that. That's pretty cool.
Huh.
Now you made me think about it differently. That's a lot of deep thoughts for early in the show. So
all right, sorry. 2 more glasses of Usquai before we can engage Leigh-A's brain.
Absolutely.
Don't ask hard questions before I've had at least a bottle or 2 of wine.
Oh my God.
Bain&Chiad, your holidays?
They were very exciting and adventurous. I flew across a lot of water and had a great visit. And I hung out with our guest, who's here with us tonight.
Would you like to introduce our guest tonight?
I would love to introduce our guest. We have our spear sister, Sulin, from across the pond. How you doing, Sulin? Yeah, definite ramen rattle for that.
Oh, I have
Ramen Rattle 2023.
You can't hear this.
Very light eyelids.
A bowl of Balti mix.
A bowl of what?
Balti mix. It's like little
Multi-mix.
dried spicy snacks. It's the best.
Okay. And is that your ramen rattle for today?
Yeah.
It's very stealthy, much like you.
Yeah, I don't want them to hear me when I'm coming to kill them. So
That's smart. We should probably have less loud ramen rattles.
This is true. But I mean, this is for the battle cry. This is for when we're welcoming people, right, ladies?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you're entering the hold, so you got to be loud.
Yeah, it's when you're expecting a lot of gifts, and so you have to shake your rattle a lot so that people give you more presents.
I mean, as the roof mistress, I very much approve of this.
Yeah, that's how it works in the Shadowlands. I don't know.
Yeah. And foldies. So as you can tell, our usual host, Rob, he's not here yet. This is why we're vamping like we are. So feel free to throw in the chat how we holidays. We'd love to know. And I think I see some new names. So give a wave.
Yeah,
if
the wave emoji.
Right wave, anything like that. We're all to welcome the new foldies.
Lumen wants to know how wide the water was that I flew over. It was definitely more than 10 feet. It was probably about like 10,000 Trolloc lengths, I would guess. Bird Trolloc.
Right, because clearly if you were going to fly, Sky Sex Trolloc was the way you were going to go over this water. Like there's no other way to move yourself over anything like that, right?
Basically, yeah, when I looked down at the clouds, I just imagined Sky Sex Trolloc was there, like laying sexily on the clouds, and that helped me get through it.
Wow, you are so brave.
I don't know that I could have done that.
No.
I have to drop the accent now because it came into Australian.
Ooh, okay, I think this is a new person waving. Hello.
Hi! Welcome.
Welcome.
So great
We're so
to see
happy
you.
to have you here.
Unproven Paladin sounds like they want to become a apprentice
D&D.
maiden.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a maiden, yes.
Ooh, could be.
Then they could prove themselves.
Oh, thank you, Loyal, for laying sexily for me. I appreciate that.
Oh, dang.
Wow.
Oh, we've already had Lumen has requested something already. I don't know if you knew it.
The first butt rock of 2023.
I want everyone to loins. This is our first butt rock of 2023.
Melindhra, would you like to do the honors tonight?
Sure. I definitely know how. Yep.
We're great at
Melindhra has new powers.
Okay.
I'm a little nervous giving Shido these powers, but we'll see how it turns out.
I'm mentally sending you how to do it in my mind right now.
I am definitely doing it.
Yay.
Yay.
Look at us.
Long one because I forgot how to hide it. There we go. I did it.
That was beautiful. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Well, I'm out of things to talk about, so I guess we just end the show.
Okay.
All right.
Good
Well,
night,
it's really good to
everybody.
have you, Sulin.
it's been such a blast.
Yeah.
We didn't really have anything interesting to talk about anyway, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
How were your holidays, Sulin? Did we ask that already?
We didn't ask that.
It was alright. Lots of travel, which I really hate. Unless I'm gonna sit on a beach at the end of it, I hate travel. So I'm glad to not be having to do that anymore. But it was good. I saw some people. I saw some maidens and Wetlanders.
Which maidens?
They were there too.
I mean, you saw Bain&Chiad?
Yeah, so that's 2.
Yeah.
And then I also saw Aviendha in the flesh. So that's 3. It was great. It was a really stabby holiday.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So
Do we want to jump into that? Or do we want to
maybe hold on.
I think we should save that, but we can say as maidens, we did something very brave while we were in London. We got near some water. And the reason we got near this water was because there was this giant, fat, pink pelican just chilling near the water in London in wintertime. Yep.
Okay.
So we got close to the water and we were very scared. So I thought maybe we could show you all this picture of us. We are not happy.
Is that the business in the corner?
So over to the right behind me, you can see a round pink thing sticking out.
Oh, yeah.
Open. We have a photo of the actual whole thing somewhere, but thought you all would be amused to see our scared faces here.
That is the same face I make when I see a peacock. It's like exactly the same situation.
My face when I see a bee looks more like me running away crying. So you guys are much.
So your face looks like your hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, it took me a minute to process that. See me from behind. Do we have music?
Oh, music. Yes.
Yeah, I'm like,
wow.
I forgot.
You're jumping off the cobwebs, everybody. So
has it been a month? It's been a month since we've done this, huh?
No, it hasn't.
Oh. Like
Has
it? You guys did a episode when I was up visiting Christine, and that
we did it on the 22nd. Yeah. So it hasn't been a month.
Oh, okay.
We just forgot.
3 weeks. Almost. Oh. Rounded up, it's a month, but it's not actually a month.
Goat Brother, yes. Sulin and I made the same faces at the sword form panel.
Was there also a giant pink bird at the sword form panel?
No, but there were swords.
Yeah.
That's not really a fear.
It was more disgust.
That's gross. Yeah. I don't like that.
No. It's no fun.
Yeah. We were very disgusted with how the birds were just like swimming in the water. We didn't understand their behavior. They should have, treated
they
it
like
as
to fly. They don't like to swim, right? I mean,
yeah.
birds fly, right? They're not.
Were they at least fighting over the water as one is supposed to do? Like a normal animal, including Aiel, should do, like fight.
Some of them had fought each other. There were definitely some birds that were a little bit one definitely looked like it had been stabbed.
Wow.
Oh,
have you ever seen pelicans fight each other?
Yes.
It's so weird. It's like watching two chopsticks kind of go at it if the chopsticks were attached to big feathery balloons. It's just a very odd.
Do that with your hands some more.
I think she meant more of the.
More like. So I can. So pelicans are the ones that have the big scoopy gullet thing under, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So if I had one of those, I would definitely hide 5 spears inside of it. So whenever I opened my mouth, it would be this array of spears that would just come out and poke
bag
me.
of holdings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I would.
A completely different thing.
Yeah. What if you guys had a pouch? What would you?
Hi, Rob. If I had a pouch, I would definitely store snacks.
Snacks? Yeah.
All the snacks.
Yeah. I mean, spare water seems like a good use of a pelican pouch.
Rob, I'm so glad you're
back. All right, water, yes, but usquai more important.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Put the usquai in there. You can forage for water. You can't forage for usquai.
I mean, you can definitely forage for usquai.
Yeah.
You just
Depends
not
on where you are.
I get to be myself again.
Yay! Rob, you would be so proud of Wise One Shelly. She was like you couldn't tell. You couldn't tell that she was Aiel. It was crazy.
I was very impressed. I did. I had it playing in the background while I was rushing around and being super prepared on fighting my way back here. And yeah, I loved it. So
I'm so glad you heard that. So glad.
Definitely not making a soundbite out of that. So, oh, how is everyone doing?
We already did that part.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah. You have to tell
we
us
only
how
talk about how we are once a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing, Rob?
This is how he's a token Wetlander. He just doesn't know these Aiel customs yet. He'll learn eventually.
Well, I guess we just go straight to the Daily Mail then.
Yeah!
That's where you are, Rob.
Yeah, way to
Nope,
avoid
Daily Mail.
questions
Too late.
how you are. Wow.
brothers and sisters.
It is time to cover up your face.
For the wheel of time has news, and we shall dance the spears with it.
This is the Daily Veil.
Oh my
love
god,
the
I totally forgot
I
about
love the
that.
petty Daily Veil. Nope, we're Daily Veiling now.
Yeah, we're Daily Veiling it. Welcome, folks, to the first Daily Veil of 2023.
Hooray!
Yay!
I'd honestly forgotten about the Michael Kramer and Kate Redding intro, and I was just like, how did I forget that?
Everything is new again. It's a new year.
Everything is new. So, folks, was there any news over the holidays?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I love all the faces in chat like, oh no, this is really sad. Wait, Fadar's my grandma. No.
Oh, sad face.
That is very sad. Sorry, that is not fun. So, apparently, okay, 1 second. I
Waited to
fix
process.
that. But there was a bit of news. This came out. Was this earlier today? I believe.
Oh my god, there was news today.
Oh,
There was something today. I don't know if this is news, but like it's
I
in
think
breaking
it's
news. But
news.
this, yeah, it's definitely news. So, folks, if you remember, Badali Jewelry used to make the Great Serpent Ring. Their Melindhra is 1 second showing you the ring there.
It's hard to see. It's very glary. Yeah.
But they have them back on sale again, folks.
Ah, that's so cool.
Very cool.
Oh, they got a license from Amazon to do that? Or?
They announced that they were going to have this license back, like, I want to say it was December of 2021. They announced it. And then I think they all got COVID and things got crazy. And it took them a long time to get it back because I actually messaged them about it maybe in January or February of last year and be like, okay, you teased us. Where's the stuff? But I wonder if they're going to get everything back. That would be so cool if they did.
That would be really cool. I have a really cool dragon signet ring from them.
Mm-hmm.
That I totally misordered the size, so it doesn't even fit on my thumb. And I need to go get it. Like, actually, not be lazy and like go get it shrunk down by a professional jeweler. Like, however they do that magic. But, yeah.
I have. If anybody's never ordered from them, they're an amazing group, and I can vouch that like even if you have issues with something that you have from them, they will fix it. Like I have a few pieces. I have the ring, and Real Life Matt Cawthon has a fox head medallion, and I also have a Aes Sedai necklace that's a teardrop of the yellow Aja, and I've had it for probably at least 10 years. And the enamel, the yellow enamel fell off one day, and I was really sad because it was just like a silver teardrop, and I was like, oh no. But I reached out to them and I was like, can you guys fix this? And they were like, sure, just send it back to us and we'll fix it. And it's like brand new. They fixed it and sent it back.
That is amazing.
They're a great group.
Thank you, Andrew Dash. I will definitely look up Perrin. I don't know if he's into small little things.
Yeah,
like
he's a blacksmith, not a jeweler.
Yeah. So I mean, but who knows? Like he's very proficient at what he does. So he does like those intricate details. So maybe, who knows?
Well, I'm just gonna say, if anyone ever needs a gift, the wise one, Shelly. I did study for a little while with the White Aja. This is known. So
I thought we were supposed to get you the Lego flowers. I thought that's
the Lego flowers are also welcome.
Okay.
The Lego flowers?
They're so cool.
Weren't they amazing?
Yeah.
You got to look in the garden section in our Discord.
Like
it's
these
botanical
are cool. The Lego
collection
ones
or
that
something.
never have to water.
Mm-hmm.
Which on that note,
Can't
make sure if you're on Discord, make sure you go to Malkier Talks Discord and hang out with us if you aren't there yet.
Best
We have a lot of
folks.
conversations.
That's true.
Yeah, if you are new to the channel or you are new to Discord, please come and join us. The links are all in the description below, so you can find all of us on Twitter. You can join the Discord server, and obviously you're on YouTube already, so you can like the video and you can subscribe to the channel, because we're the best place to be. This is where all the fun is. This is where the best information comes. This is where the best time is had, and this is where you'll find the greatest people. So,
Aww.
all because of these ladies with me. So,
Aww.
I mean, we're that good that Sulin got up at 2 a.m. in the morning to join us when I didn't even get up properly. That's how good we are. So,
I mean,
Mama rattle for Sulin.
yeah.
it's a maiden's job to make you look bad, so she did her job.
And it wasn't hard.
Wait, getting up or
Wow.
making you look bad or both?
I
Actually,
think
no, I'm terrible at getting out of bed.
You need me to channel some water at you for those burns, Rob?
No, I'm just where's my aloe vera? You know, like I've got enough. So. Look, I have some personal news I want to share. My wheelie arrived.
Oh,
Yay!
oh, it's so cute. Turn it on.
You're
Wait,
really
wait.
Plug it
I
in.
don't have it plugged. Yeah.
Oh, it has to plug in.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought it was a Terangrial.
I think you can also use batteries. I'm not sure, but it has a little USB cord thing too.
Oh.
So give me a minute, I will fix that. But yeah, it's so cute, and it says 2022 on it.
So
Nice.
cute.
So it got hand delivered to me by Bain&Chiad. She came and dropped it off, and
Wow.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
why was she dropping it off?
Yeah, what did you win?
What did I
Yeah,
win?
is she your guy shine now? She just
I
like
won-
brings you stuff?
Wetlander humorist. So that's what I won, because I'm just that funny. I love Kevin chat.
Oh, sorry, Kev.
I'm not jealous. Sorry, Kev. I love you, buddy. Like, I thought you should have won, so. But, you know, we actually had this discussion on my podcast. So, Kev. All right. I'm plugging it in. Let's light
The
this
voting
sucker
was
up.
pretty close on that, so I feel like I've got good votes.
Yeah, these
They
are
should
always
really
hard.
split it up between Aiel humor and Wetlander humor as well, because it's very different.
It's very bright.
Holy
Wow.
cow.
Whoa.
Ooh,
it changes color.
It changed color too. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
That's actually kind of hurting my eyes. Like
That is that is
intense.
luminescent for sure.
That is quite
But
the
the cord's
trigger
not long
element.
enough for it to reach to the back. So it's going to go right there. Unless, do I have another cord that's longer? That one should work, and that's longer. All right, we're going to do that. Was there any other news that we missed?
a lot.
Rafe's Instagram post.
Mm-hmm.
Rafe's Instagram posts. Yeah, I suppose that guy. Maybe we should talk about him a smidge. So, unless someone wants to
I've
grab
got-
that, you're going to have to wait a
I've got
second
it
for
pulled
me to
up
grab
if you
that.
want. No, I've got it. I
Yeah,
can
go
do
for it.
Just take me a sec. So Vamp.
We are
Vamp,
organized
vamp.
today.
So
This is what
interesting
happens when I
thing
sneak
about
in Rafe.
Rafe is that he has expressed that he would be a Fardari Smai if he could. Right?
Which is awesome.
Indeed, he has.
And I feel like he's missed the mark on appropriate head coverings for being in bright, sunny spaces, especially for gingers.
So maybe he's doing it for the Insta. So he like took it off for the Insta and then he put it back on.
Oh, like just temporarily?
Yeah.
Okay, I can accept that.
Because he didn't want to be veiled, so he wanted like everybody to see his face, and he's got the glorious hair, so he wanted everybody to see the glorious hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not Rafe, so I'm just guessing that maybe that's his reason. Because, you know, when you got a good do, you want to show it off.
Okay, well, the important thing here is that we got some news on Instagram that he was writing some sea folk stuff while on this beautiful beach in French Polynesia. So, what do we think about
First
that?
of all, so fucking jealous about the French Polynesia part. Asshole.
Yeah, that's very.
I like Googled where it was on maps, and I just kept having to like zoom in, and I was like, it's just ocean. No, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in.
Wow. So he could have potentially been on a piece of land that he could see water from all sides. Is that what you're saying, Sulin?
It was so tiny. Like the like he did a video of like landing, and the plane looked so small. It looked almost like a water landing. Like,
What was the name before he went again? Because I feel I need to find this now.
It was like
French Polynesia.
It was like Tahiti, but a different word.
Yeah, so all those islands, like there's all these chains. I don't know if he actually posted the specific name of the island.
Yeah, he did.
Several different ones. Yeah.
This is in
Remedi.
Remedi.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. It's right there.
Right in front of us.
We're so smart.
Yes, it was in his photos.
So
here's the one without the shufa that Mel didn't like.
I was just very concerned about his lack of shufa. Listen, it is totally, absolutely 100% fine to go completely without any sort of cadence or at nighttime. At night. But in the daytime, like, this is problem. It's a problem.
It looks like he did put, like, if you do go out with your, go without your cadence or make sure you put the SPF on. Lots of SPF. I know Wise One Shelly advocates for this a lot, so.
Yes.
And it does look like he was doing that, so he was following all the Aiel advice of lots of SPF.
He's protecting his eyes too, so you know, if someone tried to stab him in the eye, he's got protection there.
He's got some eye shufa. Okay.
So if you want to see where it is, I can share a map.
Taylor picture as well, please.
So this is the map of the rest of the land, and you zoom in. This is like how
so much water.
Ridiculous.
So much water.
This much water is making me nervous.
I'm very uncomfortable. I don't know what to do. I haven't had this much water since that orgy in like 990 NE.
So I must say, like speaking from IRL, Leigh-A, I've been down to that region when I was in the Navy, and like, there are some really freaking small islands around.
Wow.
There. How long does it take you to run across that? Like 2 seconds?
Well, run across probably just seconds, but the length, because you can have islands like that are like quarter of a mile or less in width, but like miles long. So it gets really interesting. So which way do you want to run?
It looked like a tapeworm. Not gonna lie.
Well, you know, it's all about how you use it, not length or girth.
What do you do with tapeworms, Leigh-A?
Oh, I wasn't talking about tapeworms. I was talking about
Islands.
Okay.
Islands. Okay.
There's a lot of water. I'm a little stressed.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to calm down with a butt rock. I need some
we need to
soothing.
calm down with a butt rock.
Yes.
Okay, 1 second. Calm it down.
Koala Sada is here. Sorry.
Calm down with a butt rock. Oh, sorry. No, calm down with a butt rock. Sorry.
Really?
Hey, koala.
Another person who's actually, I guess it's not that late. Early.
Okay.
I really liked that everyone was getting really hyped about, did some scribbling about the sea folk. And I was like, imagine if all he scribbled was nope.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Nah, not worth it, not doing it.
Scribbling like lines through all the sea folk sections.
Okay, that does sound like something he would do, but I also really am excited about the idea that we get that whole sea folk journey, because it's just such a delightful interlude in the books.
It's so much more world building also. So like, yeah, there's all the landlocked people, but the fact that there's this entire culture that's at sea. And I do understand how people say, with all the material in there, what could you cut out? Besides the Bowl of the Winds, which is critical. But again, like, you could probably potentially cut out the crazy seasons, because it doesn't seem like they started in season 1 that it was unusually cold, longer than it should have been. Like, the seasons weren't necessarily wonky. So like, I could see how the sea folk would be cut out. I'd be sad as a book reader, because I really would have liked myself.
Yeah. It does seem like the season changing, affecting thing could be a season-long arc in wherever they chose to put that. Yeah. It doesn't need to be a series-long arc that lasts multiple books, but it does seem like an arc that would fit in as like a B arc or a C arc or something in a whole season.
So I'm with Amis. I'm okay if we skip the bowl and the sea folk. They've never been one of my favorite parts of the Wheel of Time. I've found them.
Oh, really?
I found them to be such an incredibly frustrating people that didn't really further the plot that much to me. They're kind of, but I've heard a lot of theories that they're going to mix them with the Shanshan. And combine them into one culture. So that's a possibility. He could be writing about Shanshan sea folk sort of stuff.
Huh.
Sean folk?
Sean folk? Sean folk? Sean folk sounds like some guy's, like, white guy's podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that sounds like a bro.
Well, we should get like C-Chan. C-Chan would be better, so.
C-Chan. No.
Right.
Too close to 4chan.
Yeah, this is true. So there was one last thing, and that was the 10th anniversary of Miracle Light came out. Happened last weekend, so close to a week ago. And the innkeeper had a party stream with Brandon Sanderson. They dual streamed, and they revealed the final secret we've all been waiting for.
Yes.
And I see some head shaking. And I just don't have the link to that video for some reason. I can't find it off the top of my head. I'm gonna keep looking.
Before you say anything else, Carrie is in chat, and Carrie requested to be protected from spoilers. So, Carrie, you might want to skip this next section if you don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah, Carrie, we'll put a message in chat. Hit mute now. I'm not going to put any spoilers on screen, but hit mute now so you can't hear us, and then we will put in chat when you can come back. Same for anyone else who's not finished A Miracle of Light. So.
A Miracle of Light.
Miracle of Light.
Yeah, Memory of Light. Jesus Christ. This is what happens when I don't have time to wake up. Sorry?
I dug.
Yeah, I know. This is what happens when you don't wake up on time.
It's squeezing your brain and making it hard to think.
Yeah.
I actually dug up.
Covered her ears, so we can go.
Okay.
Cool. Nice. I was going to say, I dug up the picture I took with Brandon Sanderson at the book signing that I did with him.
Oh,
nice.
And
I keep meaning to share it out, and I forgot this past weekend. But yeah, I'm like a little baby next to a little baby Brandon Sanderson who looks exactly the same.
I want to see baby Mel.
Yeah. Yeah, when you see baby Mel.
I'll post it later. I think I have it on my phone. But yeah. Good times, good memories. That's actually when I got this ring, because I invited Badali to come to the signing, and they were incredibly generous, and they like donated some stuff that we could auction off to everybody who came to the signing and stuff. It was so cool.
Okay, so here's the extra stream here, folks, from the innkeeper. And what he did was he hopped on Brandon and revealed that Melindhra isn't and he knew this the entire time.
The innkeeper knew this.
Yeah, the innkeeper knew this the entire time. The innkeeper told us, or Brandon told us together, that Lanfear isn't dead at the end of the books. How do we all feel about that?
I'm totally fine with it because I do feel like there was a little bit of me that was like, that's just so not Lanfear, but whatever. I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm not gonna argue it. Didn't really have any good justification for besides it's just not Lanfear. Well, and just because it's not your character doesn't mean you don't fucking die. So, yeah. So I was fine, and I like it, and it helps me with some fourth age D&D stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, from my perspective, I feel like it fit because I think, like, specifically to my storyline, like, everyone surface level thinks that was all Samael and all of that stuff, but I feel like there's so many clues that say that Lanfear was actually running the show in the whole Melindhra situation. So there was a lot of her working in the background that was not on the page that made that make sense. But I think the thing that I liked the most about that reveal is, and I said it during the live stream, is it explains Matt Hatch so well.
It really does, doesn't it?
Because he's been just like stopping himself from saying things for 10 years. And you can watch him do it. Like, you could go back through his videos, and you could go back through his like conversations with people at JordanCon that are recorded, and just see him being like, but never mind. You guys just like don't even understand. And it's totally that every single time. And I think it was like just so delightful to finally understand what was going on behind the scenes with him.
Yeah.
And his like utter confidence about Lanfear, right? Yeah. His like undying appreciation of her. I think that was cool.
Sulin, you shook your head when I first said it.
I shook my head because I was laughing at Matt's face when he did the reveal.
Yeah.
Hysterical, and I kind of love that for him. Like, I love that he got to like have that moment. That was great. I kind of like, I'm not too fussed either way about it, but I do think it makes sense for Perrin, because I really didn't like the neck snapping. Like, I thought I just didn't think it was him. Like, he spends the whole book being like talking about how he's really careful with his movements and things like, and he's, you know, a gentle giant, and it's built up so much. And then like, I recently listened to Memory of Light, and so the moment where he's like, this thing I can do for Rand, and I was like, I just don't, I fell out of character. So like, feeling like Lanfear almost like made him do that, like compelled him to think he was breaking free, like to sort of squeeze, but obviously she had control of that situation. That makes more sense for me. I'm like happier with, like, he didn't need to have that win. He'd already done the main bit of the saving. So I'm good. I'm good with it.
Well, and I do feel like if we went back and thought about it, like, it would even be just a light amount of compulsion, because he probably would have like at some point thought that. So it probably just took only a little bit of nudging to be like, go with that thread, like make that particular thread a little bit stronger. And which is why he probably didn't feel her. And like, Lanfear is definitely a genius. So whether you love her or you hate her, you gotta admit, like, she knows what the fuck she's doing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm a Perrin stan. I love Perrin. He's my favorite character. And everyone's like, there's a lot of Perrin fans out there be like, this is bad for Perrin. And I'm just like, no, this fits for Perrin. Like, he would get to the stage where he's like, right, I know how to do this. I'm a master at this. This is what I've nailed every skill applicable to this. So I've just turned around to Egwene and gone, It's just a weave. Like, I have mastery over everything in here, this world. So it makes sense that he would get to that level of Lamplier and be like, you know, I can do this, and I did it. And then, you know, that she would see that and be like, well, he's the one that can get me off the hook here and, you know, allow me to go off and have a life afterwards where no one's hunting me down. So, yeah, I just think it really fits with his character, who would be in that situation. I don't think it makes anything less for him. Like, he's not a lesser person.
It definitely doesn't lessen him at all. So, I mean, everybody's fallible, and and Annie, like, regardless, he walked away because he's got one of those strong personalities. So if he really wanted to break the compulsion, he could have done like Morghese did and like fought it through and broken through the compulsion that was upon him. Nynaeve did the same thing. He didn't. He bought into what was given to him during that situation. So it's like not less like that is probably, again, like he might not have acted on it on his own, but there were core aspects that he would have wanted to do that, and he just was like, okay, yep, nope, that's fine, I did that. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Be careful when you're putting in chat, folks, remember, because Kari is watching chat for us.
Yeah, I think if we're about done, we can just say everybody should say nice things about Carrie and like fill the chat history up so that she can
fill the chat up with like wonderful things about Kari. And
I think something I can say that's not a spoiler. It's interesting. I mean, I don't pay a lot of attention to the post-book stuff because I like when books don't wrap up cleanly. And I remember hearing some people saying, oh, you know, this leaves a loose end. But the reality is, in a story this big, there would always be loose ends. So, like, small confession, like, I'm not reading about Nakomi because I've never wanted to know the secret about Nakomi. I've always liked that that's just a thing that we don't know. And so, same with this, like, I think it's a better story when there are loose ends. Because it just lets your imagination take it with you. When things wrap up too clean, that's when stories don't feel real. Yeah. So I'm quite okay with the loose end dangling out there. So
nice. All right. I think that brings Daily Veil to a draw. I think we'll probably, dive into Sea Folk discussion probably at one point and Landfear discussions at one point. But that is it. It's time to cleanse the music. We have a guest, folks.
Also, wait,
what do we do when we have
someone in chat because we know there's a time delay at Carrie and when
it's already been done. It's already handled. Don't worry, they got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
just kidding.
We have a guest, folks. When we have a guest, we have to do what?
Kiss them.
Let me go for it, Mel. I was thinking
near
it's
the deer.
Other way.
Other way, Mel.
Other way. There you go.
No way.
All right. Yes, it is time for Fear the Spear, folks. It's been a while since we've done this with a maiden. Mm-hmm. So I hope you are ready, Sulin. So,
yeah.
Are we? All right. Well, let's kick us off with the good old standby. Please tell us your name, society, and clan.
My name is Sulin. My society is Ardara's Mai, and my clan is Goshin.
Nice. Okay.
Boring.
No, I have no sept though. It's unknown.
Huh.
Oh, interesting.
Ran didn't care enough to learn. Yeah.
There's no sept for Sulin.
No.
Really?
I figured we could pick one, right? There's
Of
some
course
pretty
you
good
can.
ones in the gush.
Yeah.
I even have a sept.
Even like in the
Yeah.
companion or the big white book, it doesn't say.
Not that I can see. No, I looked.
Oh,
That's fascinating. I never knew that.
You know what? I'm
wow.
fucking looking it up on Wikipedia.
It just makes her even more amazing and mysterious. She comes from all of us and none of us. Just
I love
like the Amerlin Sulin.
Okay, well, let's kick it off. Bain&Chiad, you're going to have the first question of 2023's Fear the Spears.
Awesome.
You're going to kick it off with question 3. So, it's a great question to start with for a maiden.
Okay, Sulin. How did you earn G today?
Took someone out for lunch and paid because it was their last day at work.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
I bought them paella.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh.
Extra G.
Yeah.
Oh.
Excellent. Excellent. We like this. Okay. Doing well so far, I think. My question. Question 4. We're just going to run through, apparently. Okay. 1 second, because this I should have looked at this in advance. Done. Right. Please tell us, Sulin, what notable person would you take Guy Shine?
Go. You know what? I'm gonna say the innkeeper for keeping that secret for so long. He has
He does have
That is
many
amazing.
skills.
Mhm.
That is a great answer. Yeah.
Right.
And he's notable. So I think you would have much G for taking him, Gaishin.
I am notably noting that
Yeah.
the innkeeper could be a good Guy Shine.
And I'm nodding knowingly.
Nice.
I think he's
Uh,
good in white.
Stick with those
Wait.
There's a kitty. There's 2 kitties.
There was a kitty. Kitty!
Double kitty!
So cute.
Sorry, we had to take a kitty break there.
I don't know where my kitty is. Hiding
I
somewhere.
don't have a kitty.
Okay.
I should get
Except
one.
for the one on my body.
There's a scooter over there, but he's not a kitty. So, all right. Next question. Wise One Shelly's turn.
All right.
Wise One Shelly is asking question number 6. I thought we were going to have 5 then for a second. I was going to be like, what's going on tonight? All right, question 6.
If you could be any Wheel of Time animal, what animal would you be?
I'd be the badger in the sack.
I don't know why now.
Because I'd get to run around and be chased and caught by Matt.
Mel, how do you feel about that as an answer?
Does that mean I get Sulin in my tent along with Matt? Like, that's like a super bonus. I'm not going to object to that in any way.
Love it.
I love that
love it.
Dari's
Okay.
just like casually eating your hand.
Yeah, just like
It happens. He's actually very gentle, so honestly.
Oh, it's so precious.
That's a sweater.
I love it. All right. Roof Mistress Leigh, let's find your question.
I love the question.
Question 7. Okay.
What's in your cat in your pocket?
Yes, I was hoping we'd get this one.
Yay!
Still in my gym jams, so I haven't
There's-
got pockets.
Oh, and also I did look up Wheel of Time wiki, and it does officially say Sept is unknown. there. So we did not miss that. Sulin, you did not miss that.
Okay, good.
You can pick pockets that you would wear in a normal setting too. It doesn't have to be your current pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah. What might you have had in your cancel pockets earlier today, perhaps, or something like that?
In my cancel pockets earlier today. Ooh. Tea bags.
Tea bags.
Tea bags.
You're never without a tea bag.
No, I'm
Ramen
not.
rattle. Yes.
I have some here
No,
somewhere.
that's-
You said you
That's
brought extra,
amazing.
right? Didn't you
Yeah,
say you were
I did.
ready
I've
because you
already
had?
filled it up once.
There we go. This is amazing.
A
Okay,
plastic
Mel.
bag with tea bags.
As a tea
That's
drinker,
brilliant.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
Have
Mel-
those been in your pocket all day?
Is she sharing it with loved ones?
And my own loved one.
All right, and Mel, you're going to round off the regular questions with number 12.
All
There
right.
you go. Great question.
Spear Sister, who in the Wheel of Time do you most want to stabby stab?
I actually have an answer for this one, and obviously it's Lamelier, because I need to finish the job that the men couldn't.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes. Perfect
Just for
answer.
that, yeah.
Can-
You get to choose either.
And we will say no more about that answer.
And we will end that right there. Moving
No more conversation, cause Kari's in the chat.
on. Okay. So we like to do specific guest questions here as well. So we have 3 questions to choose from. So I will bow out of asking one. But sadly, one of the ladies would have a question to ask. So who wants to ask a question?
I will abstain. How about that?
Okay.
Oh, I was going to say I could abstain also.
All right. Bain&Chiad, do you want to pick the first one to ask from our chat? Which one do you want to ask?
I would like to ask, apart from the maidens, which is the second best warrior society? In your opinion. And there's only one wrong answer to this.
That's enough.
Yeah, that's really tough.
Like while you're trying to think, Nara is trying to eat Leigh-A at this stage.
Full on gnawing.
You know what? I'm gonna say Stone Dogs.
That's the one wrong answer.
Oh my gosh.
That was the one wrong answer.
I didn't know a Spear Sister could fail Fear the Spear, but I think it just happened.
I know. Now I
But she
know.
just went from succeeding to failing. So.
You can still
two
explain
questions.
yourself, though.
Yeah.
So I wanted to say it because, from what I've heard, there's some Stone Dogs that don't make, awful masters isn't the right word, but people to be around when you're taking Gaishan. So Bain&Chiad are both Gaishan, and they don't have a particularly horrible time of it when they are Gaishan with Stone Dogs. In fact, they still take the mick out of gold just as much as they would if they weren't Gaishan, so it's fine. I have an okay time.
Okay.
Bain&Chiad, how do you feel about that answer?
I guess it's okay.
All right. Well, we have 2 questions
Maybe. Sort of. I guess.
left. Wise One Shelly, you had a question.
Do you have a blue thing to pop it up at the bottom?
Yes, I do.
I have completely forgotten it.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about tea for a minute.
Starting
Oh no! Actually, Wise One Shelly, you did not have a question. Sorry. Mel and Leigh-A asked the other 2 questions in chat for us when we talked about questions earlier. So,
Well, if you put it up, it's pretty common for one of us to take credit for someone else's. So
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
No,
So
that question Leigh-A wrote, I'm sure I thought of.
here you go.
What was it like to wed the spear? Because as a wise one, when I thought of this question, having not wed the spear, I was curious.
Well, it was a really beautiful ceremony. I invited all of my friends, so I mean, you guys will remember it. You were there.
Absolutely, I was definitely invited.
You were the front row. It was really moving and emotional. When I was weaving that bridal wreath and then like putting it over my spear, it was a really moving, touching day. My first dance with the spear, that was great. When we speared the cake together in the evening, that was a great moment, and we had cake. So yeah, it was a really great day.
I forgot, what type of flowers did you put in your bridal wreath? It was so long ago. I totally forgot. But
I'm gonna say oh my goodness, why is my mind gone blank on flowers?
Corpse flowers.
Not corpse flowers. The flowers that you get, chrysanthemums. They are traditionally like flowers that you associate with death, so obviously those. Tulips, because they're kind of speary in shape. And peonies, because it's fancy. It's a wedding.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me. I remember it now. Yeah. And of course all that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Ruth, Mistress Leigh, you have our last question of Fear the Spear.
So, I did you IRL pick the name Sulin as your Twitter handle?
I picked Sulin because, well, first of all, I didn't want one that lots of other people, because there's quite a few people trying to impersonate Matt Cawthon, which I'm here female. That's how
it's good. It's really good for me. I love it.
And I wanted a strong female character that you can identify with, and Sulin, I think, has some of the best, like, really engaging moments, like when she's having the whole struggle in the palace, and you can see her like really fighting with herself. I thought that was really like identifiable, like trying to live up to your own code of honor. And then when the Aes Sedai have taken my first brother is genuinely heartbreaking, and I think I'm gonna cry if they show it on screen in the series. So
please, like, absolutely do like have the phone ready and do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna record this. Like, touch the screen to make sure it stays up. Like, okay, it's gonna happen.
Okay. All right, folks. I think this is after the Stone Dog comment. I think we need a poll.
Okay.
About whether Sulin passed Fear the Spear, because
it is really touch and go.
Yeah. But what are your votes? Why is One Shelly?
I mean, I think she passed Fear. I think she survived Fear the Spear because I don't have the same Stone Dog prejudice. I like to pick on them, but at the end of the day, I don't have the same prejudices. So I'm okay with that. So,
Leigh-A?
I think Sulin redeemed herself during the Stone Dog explanation, and overall massive success. Obviously, she was like, even with that, it was all positive. A little bit of like, let's think about this, but Stone Dogs are still Aiel. It's just like we can't down somebody for being a Shido. So, it's all good.
Speaking of which, Mel.
Okay. So I have to say I was a little bit joking when I was dogging on Sulin for loving stone dogs because she basically offered to get in the sweat tent with me, and I can't really turn that down because she would kill me.
Okay. Bain&Chiad?
Yeah, I mean, the stone dog answer was sus, but I feel like she redeemed herself with the badger answer because that was a pretty, just even the delivery of that was pretty spectacular. So I'm going to go with yes, she does pass.
That is my new
There
favorite
we
animal.
Yes, that is the best. So the best answer we had for Cadence or Pockets is still to this day Trouser Moose.
Clearly.
Clearly. But the best animal answer to date is now, by a long shot, I feel, badger in a sack.
In the sack.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the sack is important.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, nice done. And Chad agrees that you have passed Fear the Spear. Overwhelmingly agree. So, well done.
Match G.
Calm down.
All right. That's it. The music is done. We have come down from the high. Welcome, Sulin.
Way to
Nice
go,
music.
Sulin.
I know you say you're in your gym jams, but your gym jams are pretty stylish.
No,
Yeah,
I
right.
know, my gym jams
I
don't
mean,
look
my
like that.
buttons.
Just
What
on
was
the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah.
on the bottom.
Me too.
I mean, we have to put stuff on the bottom. Okay.
Only if you wake up in time for the show, Rob.
Actually,
Ah.
you don't have to. So there's no rules here.
All right, folks.
Just don't get up to go
Uh,
anywhere.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Or do.
So-
or do.
Or
Or
do.
Not
So
gonna be
you've
mad.
come to the show tonight. If you've not come to this show because you're a foldie and you love us, you come as many weeks as you're able to. That's fine. Welcome. And that includes if you're watching back later. You've come potentially because we're talking about meeting Aviendha. So we should thank you for those that have hung around for an hour now, some vamping and our usual news segment and our guest segment, who have come solely for the Aviendha section. Because let's be honest, folks, there are folks out there who would just come for that. They don't know us, they don't love us yet. So thank you for sticking around. Thank you for skimming through and finding it if you're watching back later. But it's now time to talk about meeting Aviendha. Whose idea was this, Bain&Chiad? Do you remember whose idea it was to do this?
I think it was Sulin's. I don't think we would have done this without Sulin because she had the idea and she organized it and bought the tickets and yeah, I think we can.
What
owe it
a
all to
beautiful segue. Sulin, tell us about your great idea.
I mean, I saw the casting on Twitter and I thought, yes. And that I kind of just went from there. And I thought, well, who do I know who I can persuade to do this, which was very important. Did we talk about it? I think we might have talked about it at Malkier Con.
Yes.
Yes, it did
I think
happen.
that's where the
at Malkier.
campaign started. And then people were like, can I bring this person? Can I bring this person? And it just sort of spiraled in a good
Yeah.
way.
Leigh-A, you have a question?
So, for anybody who doesn't know what you guys are talking about, what are you guys talking about?
Okay, so, I mean, you don't know who Aviendha is? Is that what you were asking?
No, like what event? Like
Under what context did you meet Aviendha?
Yeah, okay, so...
A little bit of all of the above questions.
So, Malkier, which I probably should have put in the news segment earlier, folks, but we'll just round off with that at the end. Malkier is the first Wheel of Time convention in Europe, happened in September last year, happening again in September this year. That's nice to say this year, actually. And Sulin and Bain&Chiad both attended. And Leigh-A, get your passport application in. Love you, Leigh-A. And yeah, we got talking about Ayoola Smart, who is going to play Aviendha in Wheel of Time, starting in season 2. And she, in between performing in that, is doing a play at the Shepherd's Bush Theatre, which is a beautiful building. It's a converted library. It's absolutely stunning. And thank you, Bain&Chiad. The play is called Paradise Now by Margaret Perry. It's a 6-woman show, and it was personally absolutely freaking hilarious. Like, I was in hysterics the whole time.
Rob was crying.
There were moments, where I was basically in tears of laughter.
What type of crying?
Good crying.
Laughing, crying.
Yeah, good crying. Laughing, crying, yeah.
Did you guys get an ab workout?
I mean, abs definitely got to work out from laughing so much. So it was brilliant. But yeah, Sulin said she's in this play. Like, we should go. Like, we're in the UK. Inspired. Was this before Bain&Chiad before you went to see Donal?
It was before, yeah, because I think we saw Donal later in September.
That sounds right, yes.
Yeah.
But maybe it just come up about like things like that. You had planned to go at that stage, hadn't you?
I think so.
Yeah, and I think that's how it came about. Like, that happened, it's like, oh yeah, we're going to go do this. And then Sulin, you were like, yeah, we should go see Ayoola. And there was 8 of us initially. Sadly, one person couldn't go at the end. They were trying to be COVID safe, which is great. Good to them. So Ramen Rattle for that. Looking after other people with your health. And so 7 of us ended up going. There was myself, Bain&Chiad, Sulin. There was Loyal's Library. There was Camille, Rational Nerd. There was their twin, whose name eludes me right now.
Louise,
thank you. I knew it was Nell. I couldn't think of the full name. Elliot joined us from Elliot Edits, and
that's it.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. So there were 7 of us, and we have a picture of us at the play. So 1 second, where is it? Here we go. That's a great picture of all of us, to be honest.
We're so cute.
It's
We're
very
all
cute.
so cute.
Yeah. We don't have, so because these come from Bain&Chiad, we don't have the other picture, which Elliot took from the other angle. And I have the world's longest neck, it feels like. Because I knew if I leant forward that Sulin would be blocked and no one would be able to see her. So I went up like that instead. And apparently my neck just increased by that, yay long.
Want, I think I can get that one and add it if you'd like. Yeah. But there's one of us from outside the theater too, which is really cute.
It's a great one. So yes, this is us outside taking pictures. So this is Louise took this picture for us very kindly, because she wasn't overly fussed about being in like, being the uber nerd sort of thing that we were doing. So Ayoola Smart is not in this picture, but 3 of the other cast members. Or is she?
Yeah, she's amazing. For a hot second, I thought Elliot was Donal. I was like, wait, what just happened? That Donal look a little bit.
You guys are adorable. That's a really cute picture.
Yeah.
I love this. Rapunzel. Where is it? Robbie Raff. Kev's there with like, do you rob us?
Love it.
Giraffe pajamas.
Oh,
That's amazing.
Robbie Raff pajamas, yeah, and Rapunzel Mercury compound
We
suggestion.
should
Card stalking 101. Oh my god.
Giraffe onesie is
Aw.
Okay.
present.
He is pretty tall.
People did say that, yeah. Oh,
He
Rob,
could
you're
lick
full of
leaves from a high above.
This is the picture from the other angle. Look at me in the background there, like, what's going on?
You didn't know you could just lean in.
But if I leant forwards, you can see my head would have blocked Sulin. And I was like, no, I can't do that. That's mean. So,
So considerate.
exactly.
You know what? Sulin's main in the spear, she could have fucking figured it out.
That's right.
But the show was brilliant, wasn't it? Bain&Chiad, Sulin, like, you'd seen it twice, Sulin. Well, that was your second time seeing it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you've seen it twice?
Yeah.
Did you see Ayoola twice?
I didn't go and meet her the first time. I got tickets through work, so went to review it, which was fun. But I was like, no, I can't stay around. This would be really weird, because I knew I was already going to come again. And I was like, if she remembers me the second time, things could get uncomfortable.
awesome. So I have a question. I'm
Yes.
not much of a person who goes to plays. So how do you meet the cast after? Because I always assumed they had a back door that they escaped out of.
It depends on the theater.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I don't love plays that much. So this is what's the part that's fascinating to me the most. Like, are you guys like hiding by a back door?
No, so this is interesting. Now, I've known a few people that have gone and met cast from shows afterwards. So Bain&Chiad, you met Donal in the lobby? Is that right?
Yep. So we just waited after the show in the lobby, and there was only one exit that you could see. I mean, there might be a back exit behind the stage or something, but we just hung out in the lobby, and eventually later, after most people had left, the cast came out in their like plain clothes, out of their costumes, and we just followed Donal like out the door basically and stopped him.
Like you do.
It was kind of the same thing with Ayoola. She just appeared in the lobby, although she didn't walk by us. She came out some other way.
So the other way you can do it, to answer your question before we talk about that, One Shelly, is there is what's known as a stage door. So my friends went to a show that Matthew Perry was in London. I gave them my tickets because unfortunately I decided I had to stay at work, which was one of the biggest mistakes of my life, because the person I was going with took her friends and they went and hung out by the stage door, and Matthew Perry just came out the stage door as the cast were doing and just hung out and chatted to the dozen people that were stood there hoping to try and catch him. So at larger theatres, a stage door is a possibility to watch out for. But yes, as Bain&Chiad said, Ayoola just turned up in the lobby area. There's like a side door at the Shepherd's Bush Theatre, which I'd seen going in.
You can also ask the people that work there, just be like, I'm a fan of so-and-so and so-and-so, love to get their autograph. What would be the best way? So if you're interested in doing that, the theater staff, especially some of the smaller theaters, are very happy to help accommodate. You do have to be willing to wait.
Yes.
Yes.
One of the funniest things for me was Elliot. So we were in the lobby area next to the bar, and Elliot has said, "Look, I think Louise went," and then Elliot was just like, "I'm gonna go to the bathroom." Knowing my luck, Ayoola will appear while in the bathroom, but I'll be back in a second. Don't let her leave until I get back, type thing. I paraphrased it, but that's basically what he said, wasn't it? Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to get myself a drink because the bar's open for another 15, 20 minutes. Screw it. I'm going to have a drink. I couldn't get up. The bar was open. The show finished at like 25 past 10 or something like that, 10:30. So the bar was open a little bit longer. I couldn't get up at the intermission. My ankle was not having it. So I skipped opportunity to get a drink in that respect. So I'm like, I'm going to get myself a cider. And while I was stood there, I just happened to look across to where we'd entered originally, where the box office entrance is. I said it's a very small place. It's a converted library. It's very, very cool. And Ayoola walked out with the actress who plays her girlfriend in the show. And I tried to be subtle. I hope no one except the people that we like our group really noticed. But I was like, guys, back, go, because I was like mid-purchase. So I can't just be like, I'm going to leave this purchase and walk off down that. No, I was like, go. Yeah.
So you chose Usquai over Ayoola, like for just like a small amount of time?
I chose to continue purchasing my Usquai, and I sent one of the maidens to go capture the attention of another maiden. I thought that was more suitable. I thought I would have been stabbed if I just approached a maiden in the wild like that.
It's probably a good call.
So who went up to her for her first?
So all of us
went together. You were like, guys, I got this.
I've done this before.
Yeah.
All my stabby stabs, I got this, bitches.
So what did you say to her when you approached her?
I just said hi. I might have said, excuse me. I'm not sure. I said, would you sign my copy of the play? And then I handed her my play and I said, I'm here with my friends. We came to see you because we're Wheel of Time fans. And that just kind of started from there. She signed my play. She signed a bunch of other people's. And she asked us some questions. She asked like where we came from. She asked what we thought of season 1. I forget what else. Sulin, do you remember anything else she said?
Yeah, she asked us if we're looking forward to season 2. And at this point, we're all like completely red-faced and like freaking out and just like, oh my god, why am I not?
You guys are all red-faced.
She asked us if we'd read the books, and we all kind of like sniggery chuckled.
Yeah, we were like, yeah, once or twice.
A couple times.
I think a few times is actually what we said. We were like, yeah, a few times, yeah, you know.
It's like, yeah, I have a tattoo. And I showed her my arm, and then I remember afterwards, I pointed at the spine of the world on my arm. I went, "You live here."
She touched your arm too, didn't she?
She did.
Yes.
She asked me like how long it had taken and stuff like that. She said about her sisters.
Yes, she did.
Yes.
Which was really cool. That they both read the books like multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then did you ask Bain&Chiad?
So people who aren't on Discord, what did she say about her sisters?
Well, that was it. Did you ask Bain&Chiad what did they think of you becoming Aviendha?
No, I don't think anyone asked that. I think she just volunteered it. She said
they
read the books, and that when she was cast, one of them was really excited about it, and the other one was kind of like, I don't know, like, I guess that's okay. Like,
I feel like to each other afterwards, like, oh, so one of her sisters is a book cloak.
Like, did you get the sense like her sister wasn't sure that she was the right fit? Was that?
That's
that's
how
I is that the sense you got by that? Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's how I read what you had said before, but I wasn't sure if she was just like, the show sucked. I don't think you should do it. You know, like which one was her?
I think
I was joking around. It was more like that, wasn't it?
Which I think it was more like she thought her sister thought she wasn't the right person. That's
I know. I was joking around when it's just like, oh, she has a book close. I was joking with that.
Yeah, I don't think
that's pretty rough. That's pretty rough.
I mean,
was she even actually cast before the first season came out? And then they just didn't announce it until after?
I don't know.
Because they announced it at Jordan Con, which was only 4 months after the season ended. So I feel like she might have.
But we in the fandom knew Ayoola was in it before that.
Jordan.
Before Jordan Con.
Yeah, because some cast had been leaked, and people saw her and thought that must be Aviendha.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so she'd probably been cast before the season.
Yeah.
Possible, yeah.
Oh.
And let's be honest, if you get cast in Wheel of Time and you know your sisters have read the books, you kind of go to them and be like, all right, shut the fuck up about this, but I've just been cast as Aviendha.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, I forget.
Go ahead.
Okay, I was just going to say, I forget who I said this to, but I think I get it. I don't think her sister's a book cloak. I think it's that, like, if I read the books and then my sister, and you come up with a headcanon as you're reading, and then my sister was like, oh, I was cast as Aviendha, I would be like, you are not who I pictured. Like, when would you ever picture your sibling as someone in the books? So I feel like it's understandable to be like, ooh, I don't want you to, that's weird. You're my sister. You can't be this person that I've been reading about.
Even, I don't know. I guess this gets into sibling dynamics because even neither of my sisters are physical. Like, they're also not redheaded. But if they'd come up to me and been like, yeah, somebody just came up to me and told me I was Aviendha, I'd be like, oh my god, that's so fucking awesome. And be like, I don't know why, but okay, cool. Like, and you're just like, I love you and you're going to be amazing in whatever you do. Like, that's just me. So
having babysat my sisters growing up, had they read the Wheel of Time books, I'm pretty sure they think I would make a good like Semirog or something. I have a question. So, having seen Ayoola in a play now, how do you feel about her ability to play Aviendha?
Sulin?
I'm like really confident. Like her character was very different to like I always felt like, I think I said this to you guys, like I felt like she was almost playing an Elaine kind of character actually in the play. And she had, you know, she was doing like social media-y things and like pretending to be on TikTok and stuff like that. But I felt like she didn't like overact a lot of it, and like it was really like controlled, and I was like, she'll be really good at that sort of thing. And then there was a bit, and I remember specifically hearing Rob crying where she like threatens people off stage. And I mean, if that like, oh, she's gonna be so good, like delivering the like specifically like the Aiel humor and the Aiel way. Oh, I can't wait. She's gonna be great.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to see it on any Aiel-ishness on stage and like just or on screen, and getting the chance to like have other people learn about that culture and immerse themselves in it and understand what we appreciate it about it so much.
Yeah. Bain&Chiad, what did you think?
Or
are you saving it for a maidens list?
Yeah, I guess I don't want to say too much because I'll save some of it for that. But I do think it's hard to answer that question, Shelley, because the character is so different from Aviendha. Whereas with Donal, his character was very, very Matt-like. And he was on stage for, I would say, a larger percentage of the play than Ayoola was on stage for this play. So there's not as much to work with. So I think it's hard to tell because her character was different. But the moments that were Aviendha-like, I think were very good. And I think it's also a different medium. I think being closer, like with the camera and seeing her facial expressions, which we couldn't really see that well from where we were sitting, I'm curious to see how that will go.
Yeah, I agree.
Go ahead, Rob.
I was going to say the actual scene that really, really got me was hilarious, where she's in essence threatening someone. Here's a fun tease. I talked about on my podcast recording that comes out on Saturday with Fantasy for the Ages, because I don't know why it didn't occur to me, but I sat down with Jim and Zach last Sunday night, as I like to record, and we did our intro and chatted and stuff, and I've been like, so, Jim, what did you see happening in the fandom this week? And he's just like, you went to a play, Rob. Let's talk about that. And I was like, oh, yeah, I did that, didn't I? I did that like 3 days ago. like, oh my God. So we talk about it, and during the recording, I actually, I tell you I read the script for that part of the play. So if you want to hear me do that in a very, very bad imitation of anybody possibly doing that scene, then you'll have to listen to the podcast episode that comes out Sunday. So yeah, but that was great. I really enjoyed it. It was a very, very funny show. As I need to be honest now, Ayoola was not the best person on stage out of the 6 women that were on stage, because and I need, where have I just put the book? I just put it down there.
It's Raki Thakra, which I think is how you say it.
Yeah.
From Sex Education.
Yeah. Laurie.
Yeah,
she played Laurie in the show.
Yeah, she played Laurie. Now, if you've ever watched Sex Education, it's on Netflix. It's a hilarious show. I really recommend it. It's a great show as well. The gentleman who is playing the new Doctor Who plays in the show. He's all the names are eluding me now, but yes. But I mean his character's name, Eric. He plays. Absolutely, Eric's the best one in the show. I love them all, but Eric's the best one in the show. It's about teenage kids and sex. So there's various stages of undress and various topics of like fantasy talk.
Wait, how do I get to London right now so I can watch this?
Oh no, is it not on American Netflix?
I think it's on Netflix.
I think it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
you were talking about sex education, not the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, not the show. No, sex education.
Okay.
Although there
Yes.
was some undressing on the
There-
stage in the show.
There was-
I thought you were talking about the Ayoola show, which
No.
okay,
I mean,
you're
some of them
talking
do like you see scenes where like Ayoola and her girlfriends, like there's
They're in
stage
their
where they come
underwear.
in from the night out. They're in their underwear. There's a scene that's later in the show where someone's getting in a bathtub and they get
Okay, so
completely
you were
undressed,
talking
like-
about sex education and someone
I
about
was talking about sex education. I was just like giving the appropriate warnings because I like showed it to my roommate. I was like, you should watch this, and it starts off very, I suppose, awkward for some people. I imagine because there's scenes of a young boy and he's pretending that he's masturbating for his mother,
it-
who's a sex therapist.
Similar to like when we took my mom to see Bridesmaids at the theater. The first 5 minutes of that.
Maybe. So I just want to give fair warning because it deals with all those issues that teenage kids goes through, and it doesn't just like hide it. You see various states of nudity. You hear discussions about gender, sexuality, fantasies, all those sorts of things. So I just wanted to put that out there because I love that it deals with them. I love how it talks about them, but for some people that is not something they want to watch. So I wanted to put that out. But it's a great show. And going back to Laurie's character, that she was I don't know, Bain&Chiad, Sulin, she was the best one on stage for me. She was
It was
brilliant.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Who does she play
Absolutely
on
killed.
Sex Education?
So the name of her character, she's the teacher.
He's the teacher.
The teacher. She's one of the teachers. I would say she's probably the her and her boyfriend who plays the music teacher.
Yeah, she's like a really shy teacher.
Yeah,
She's so good.
but
She was just so physical.
Mhm.
Like there's a scene where she slides down a chair and it's so erotic, and all she's doing is sliding off a chair.
Which is weird because
Sliding off
Donald did
the-
the same thing in his play, and he was like sliding all over a couch. It's weird.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which is gonna bring me back to the comment I was gonna say earlier is
Go for
I
it.
kind of now have an expectation, Bain&Chiad, that anytime a Wheel of Time person does any sort of show, you're going to be there in some form or fashion. Because you're the only one that's gone to the two that we know of. So which also might get a little expensive, especially considering Rob's best friend is a board member of the Prague Shakespeare Company. Or whatever the fuck that is. So.
Should we? Do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to talk about that now for a hot second. So, do we have that picture? No. This is hilarious. This killed me. The picture from Tuesday night with you, me, and Laura's Library. So on Tuesday night, this was prior to all of us meeting up on the Wednesday. We went out for dinner and just chat. Me, Bain&Chiad, and Laura's Library, and we're hanging out, and we were just walking back, and towards our hotel, and I was like, do you want to just should we go for a wander type thing? Like the Thames is like a 5-minute walk that way. I can show you the Thames and see things. And they were like, yeah, that sounds great. And I end up becoming an impromptu late night walking tour of London, in effect.
Nice.
Predominantly around the Thames. I used to live in London. I lived there for like 5 years. I was like, what am I going to do today? I'll just go for a walk. And I'd walk for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours just around London, often at night. They're safer places. Obviously, like most cities, there are places you don't want to walk at night. That's true of pretty much all cities in the world. And we were crossing the Millennium Bridge, and I'd forgotten. I looked over and I was like, oh, and over there is the Globe Theatre. And Laura's Library was particularly happy about it, but Bain&Chiad was exceptionally happy about that. It's like, oh. So it's like, we can go look. Yes. So we walked over and we looked at it, and it was amazing. I pointed out the houses next to it. People genuinely live in those houses, which is insane to think about how much those houses are worth. And we went up to the gates, we looked, we took a selfie, which is what Bain&Chiad is trying to load into the system for me right now, because, it's still sat on one of our phones. And because we're stood outside the Glow Theatre, which for anyone who's not aware is where, it's been rebuilt because it burnt down, but it's where Shakespeare did his plays, obviously.
Shakespeare's Globe.
Shakespeare's Globe
And
Theatre.
Ayoola has done a play there. Like, she performed, right?
Did she?
Yeah, she was but
she was in Romeo and Juliet. She played.
There we go.
Was it actually? I was like, it's in my head. I was like, it's one of the stereotypical ones, but am I?
Yeah, it was Romeo and Juliet.
It was Romeo and Juliet. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Huh?
She played Tybalt?
Yeah.
They did a oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah,
Who is Tybalt? I'm not very good at my Romeo and Juliet knowledge. Who is Tybalt?
He's the one. He's like Romeo's friend who gets like killed
early in the play.
Yeah, gets to fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been trying because they did show it during COVID times. They showed it online and you could watch it, but they were very good at making sure that it didn't get pirated because I've been trying to find it. I want to watch that so badly. I want to see her fight. I want to see all of that, but haven't been able to find it yet.
That is very cool.
I wonder if we could email them and ask them just for that like little clip.
Maybe. It's very possible.
Maybe.
Maybe. We could try. Anyway, so we took a selfie and then we just carried on the walk. And, I decided, hey, I'm going to joke around. I'm going to send it to Guy Roberts and be like, look what we found in London, blah, blah, blah. And which was, I thought very funny. And then he wrote back to me and said, seriously, like, what the fuck, dude? I'm in London as well. But
what?
He was at Heathrow Airport in his hotel bar because thank you. Here's the selfie. So yeah.
Oh, look how cute.
A cool building, but that gate, so many details on it. Can you see just above us on the ironwork there? It's incredible. But yeah, he was going to now get this. There's an annual Shakespeare conference for those people that run Shakespeare buildings, productions, companies, things like that. The heads of them get together once a year, I believe. In the Bahamas. Shakespeare's favorite place, clearly.
I mean, if you're going to have an international convention, I am not going to lie. Sometimes people decide old cities to do it. I would go to the Bahamas.
Not to be a brat, but which island in the Bahamas? Because there's some more better and more.
That was a very bratty thing to say.
I love it so much.
No, like I can say this for multiple reasons. We've been there personally, I've been there professionally, and all those islands are very different.
I did not ask which island. I actually replied. I was just like, Shakespeare, Bahamas. Yeah.
Oh, I love this ship.
Yeah.
My favorite ship.
Me too.
I kind of want to know, Bob. Can you ask him? Because I kind of want to fucking know.
All right, I'll ask him.
You can ask him.
Yeah.
Ask him.
Next time we're having a beer,
just Google it, right? The convention.
Yeah, you could probably just Google the conference. Yeah, exactly. So
yeah.
Sulin, stop making me do work.
Speaking of Sulin, we are an hour and a half in. I don't know if we've said goodbye to Twitter.
And we did. We just never had Twitter. So
and we should probably start moving on to the game, just because.
Yes.
It's getting late.
Yes. That's probably
I think
a good idea.
You talked about going around. We did, just to finish off, after we'd taken that group shot, which Bain&Chiad took for us, thank you so much. Then, I don't know which of you asked, but I think it was you, Bain&Chiad, was like, can we get a picture together? Because we roleplay as Aiel online. And then you told her who you roleplay as, Sulin and Bain&Chiad. And she was like, she had a look of recognition, like, those Aiel sort of thing, didn't she? She knew the Aiel.
She knew who they were.
It seemed like she did. Yeah, it seemed like she did.
She didn't say I know those people, but her reaction was one of someone who recognized the names. So now, whether that's from the books or from the show,
I love this photo so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that none of us are looking at the camera.
I know.
Well, that's because Lowe's Library was also taking pictures on Bain&Chiad's phone, and I was stood there and like, I need pictures of this too. So I was like, took 3 or 4 pictures myself.
Well, and you did see all the Aiel in the background, like helping protect Aviendha, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it.
You actually saw all of them?
Well, not all of them, but
I mean, he did
there
see Ayoola first, so he gets points for that.
Yeah.
I spotted Ayoola in the lobby before anybody else.
He's learning. I'm so proud of you.
I'm getting better. So all right.
You are rubbing off on him.
Yeah. That is our. That is all about us meeting Ayoola Smart. If you have a chance to go see the show, it's a great show. So I do recommend that. And you have until something silly like you have like another week left to go, basically. 23rd
again?
21st.
Paradise now.
Now.
21st. You have until the 21st of January to go. It is called Paradise Now by Margaret Berry. So it's
Zool is asking for one last picture of Ayoola. If we can either put one up we've already posted or
we can. I mean, she was very kind of. Is that? I thought that picture was in here, but it's not. She shared us. She shared this picture of us on her Instagram, which is brilliant. But yeah, I'm just gonna put this one back. Yes. So this. Oh wait, is it there? Yeah, there
Which
it is.
one? Yeah.
Ah,
One
so
of her
cute.
posts?
So
Yeah.
cool.
So very, very cool. But yeah, let's we'll put this picture back up because it's a great picture.
That was a great picture.
Love it.
And again,
You guys look really good together. Like
Yeah.
Spear Sisters.
I want to be in this picture.
Yeah.
We can Photoshop you in.
Put
I think we can
Shelly's
see-
head in place of that bald guy behind you.
Yeah.
I know, right? Yeah.
I'm in there. I'm in there also.
I can't wait to see y'all kick ass on screen. That's gonna be awesome.
Mm-hmm. I agree. So, all right.
We were the first big group of Wheel of Time fans that she'd met.
Yep.
We were.
Really?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And Kevin is right. This is brilliant. She stabbed her way into Sulin's DMs.
She did. She thanked me for coming.
Oh my gosh.
Really? Oh, my
my
fucking god.
Yeah, we were walking down the street and we'd all just got off the tube and we all finally had signal and I just freaked out.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She also kind of, I don't think she really went out of her way, but she made a point to say goodbye to all of us. So after we chatted with her for a while, we kind of went off and did our own thing, and she was still there with her cast and friends. And then she walked out and she walked by us out another door, and she was like, "Bye, thank you for coming." So
Yeah.
and we were all just
Genuinely,
like,
really, really nice. Yeah.
That's so cool.
All right. We do have a game. We're going to try and blip through this real quick. I'm just going to keep a generic score, but Mel has made a game for us. So, Mel, introduce your game, and then we will play it very quickly.
Yes. So this game is called Who Said It? Sulin or Superhero? So it's a series of quotes, and you have to weigh in on whether this is a Sulin quote or a superhero quote. And that's pretty much how the game goes.
Can I argue that Sulin is a superhero at all
Well,
times?
that's kind of the, the subtle under, because it's hard to tell. Because
Alright.
she is a superhero. That's kind of
I'm
the
game.
implication of the game.
Mel, do you want to just check that you're on the first page for it that you want to start with?
I think
If I
Mel
put it on
wants to
screen.
push because she needs to do it from her screen. We did a test
Yes,
run, right?
No,
Yeah,
but I
I-
need to share the screen. You aware that's the first quote?
Hold on. Yeah.
Cool, lovely. All right, I'll put it on screen, and we'll have some fun.
I can do that too.
Oh, okay, cool.
Fine. You do it.
No, I was just saying. I was like,
No,
I
too
tested
late.
it earlier when you were asleep.
Mel
Too
has
late.
new powers, and we're all excited about this.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna change the password. Go for it.
All right. Let's just do this quickly. Bain&Chiad, do you think this is a Sulin or a superhero quote?
I am absolutely 100% cheating by saying it is definitely Sulin because I saw the answer before when you had it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're a cheater. And you just told everybody, including Rob. So you're extra cheatery.
So much toe.
Okay.
Well, actually, because she said it, she has no toe. She claimed ahead of time.
Yeah, I would actually submit that I was being extra honest.
Yes.
Okay. Well, here's the premise of the game. So, I also would have thought Sulin.
Okay.
I don't know. Would anyone have thought superhero?
Sulin.
Sulin thought superhero?
The only reason I would potentially think it could be a superhero is that Sulin doesn't necessarily think she knows. But but yeah, like the way it's contracted, it's clearly Sulin.
Clearly Sulin. All right. Is that everybody?
Yes.
Yep.
It is a Sulin quote.
It is a Sulin quote. Okay.
Good job. No one has lost yet. Here's the next one. Even the strongest legs can only run so far. Leigh-A, weigh in first.
Sulin.
Sulin?
I say that's a Sulin quote.
I think it's superhero.
Okay. Shelly?
I think it's a superhero.
Bain&Chiad?
I'm going to go with superhero as well.
Okay.
I
You
wanna-
got this, Rob?
Flash?
I said Sulin.
No, but you got everybody's answers?
Yes. Wait, wise one, Shelly, you said superhero?
Yeah, I said
Yeah.
superhero. I'm gonna go further and guess the Flash.
Yeah, I would
Ooh.
also guess Flash.
You're guessing the
Did
Flash?
Did
Oh,
anyone except me say Sulin?
fuck.
Leigh-A did.
I said
Let-
Sulin. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
No, you said the Flash. God damn it.
3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Oh!
Good job. Good job.
So it's saying it to the Flash.
Yeah.
She's saying it to the Flash.
Sulin's
Yeah. Yeah, clearly.
I love this.
All right, next one. We'll start with Rob.
I feel like this is too obvious, and as such, it's a superhero.
Okay. Bain&Chiad.
I'm going to say superhero.
Shelly.
I'm gonna say superhero, and for some reason, I'm gonna guess Iron Man. I don't know why.
Okay.
No.
Leigh-A.
Actually, Black Panther. I'm gonna guess Black Panther.
No, because Sulin would never say please. So, yeah, definitely superhero.
Okay.
I didn't want anybody
Sulin?
to put down their spear either.
Yeah, superhero. And yeah, I feel like it's from
All superheroes. You guys don't have to guess the specific superhero. There's.
I know. I just want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All superheroes. All winners. It
Nick
was-
Fury. Okay.
the whole quote is Sir.
yes, yes.
Sir, please put down the spear, but I had to take the Sir off because that
But
was too
it
obvious.
was to Loki, right? Yeah.
Yes. Go down the spear.
All right, next one. Let's start with Sulin.
It must be me.
Can we read it out loud also?
Tell me
Rob.
what? Sorry.
Just read out loud for the audio listeners.
Oh, yeah. So the quote is: "If we must make this journey before you eat, let us make it." I also think Sulin.
Okay. Bain&Chiad.
Superhero.
Shelly.
I feel like it's Sulin.
Okay. What do you think, Leah?
Sulin.
So hard.
It was
It is
Sulin.
Can imagine the eye roll as well.
Yeah, that would be a big eye roll for that. Yeah.
So good. All
It's
right.
when she's in like mum mode with Rand. She's like, all right.
Okay. This one is I choose to run towards my problems and not away from them. What do you think, Bain&Chiad? Oh, go ahead, Rob. You go.
I just feel like I recognize this, but I'll go last to answer.
No. Go first.
All right, I think superhero.
Okay. Bain&Chiad?
Superhero.
Shelly?
Superhero. And if, I don't know, Captain America? Seems like something stupid he would say.
Leigh-A?
Definitely Captain America, 100%. And that's what we said. And yes, superhero.
Okay. Sulin?
Yeah, it's superhero, but only because I don't think Sulin like would say it like that.
Yeah.
Like she's almost repeating herself with the second half of the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And
she chooses her words.
yeah,
Mhm.
she's more
Yeah.
succinct.
Yeah.
I see. The Sulin scholar has weighed in and is correct, and you're all wrong. It's Thor.
I mean, it was one of the Marvel.
All right.
Oh, right, because it's superheroes.
Yeah.
It was a blonde, big.
Yes,
muscular
you all
guy
get a
who
point for
was
superheroes.
It was a blonde Chris.
It,
We can both pick up the hammer. It just it doesn't matter.
Yeah, come
maybe
on.
Rob
Yeah.
might be giving extra points for people who get the right superhero also.
I mean,
All
I
right,
don't
we
think
do
anyone's got
not
the right
need it.
superhero yet.
We will not use it. Our weapons are quiet, precise. In time, I will teach them to you. Let's start with Shelly.
Ooh. I'm trying to remember if there was ever something that they offered they didn't need. I'm gonna go with superhero, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I have to pick a side, so I'm picking a superhero side.
Okay. Leigh-A?
Superhero.
Sulin?
Yeah, that ain't me.
Rob?
I also think superhero.
Bain&Chiad?
Superhero.
All right. I was Batman.
And
Actually, a villain.
It was a lot of
Ooh.
words. Yeah, I
It
mean,
is-
there's good debate for that. Yeah,
It
absolutely.
is a fair number of words. That's true.
So yeah,
Here's the next one.
I mean, I think that's Sulin.
Yeah, I feel fairly confident that's a Sulin.
I think Sulin as well.
Superhero.
Okay. Sulin?
Did you
She
say
says
this, Sulin?
something very much like this, but in my head, I'm like hearing it as if I'm hearing it on a film.
Mm.
And it's like, I am what I am. This is what I am. And I can't remember where the bloody hell it's from, or if I'm just making it up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go. Oh, this is so hard. I'll say Sulin, but this is 50-50.
Okay.
All right.
Sulin!
Oh.
Way to go, way to go.
I just fucked up my perfect one.
Yeah, Leia, that's your first wrong.
Ah.
First wrong one.
So
Oh, okay.
Leia, start.
Superhero.
I mean, I was also thinking superhero. It seemed pretty. Anyway, anyone else?
Yeah, I'm thinking superhero.
Yeah. The real
Superhero.
test of honor isn't how you die, it's how you live.
Bain&Chiad?
I think superhero.
Everyone said superhero?
Yep, sounds like it.
All right.
Superman.
Super correct. Way to go.
He doesn't understand that honor isn't a test.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no test.
Yeah.
I mean, I think both have said this at some point, so is both an answer?
No, you have to pick a side.
No, you have to pick a side. Gotta be yellow or blue.
But they both said this. Okay, so Sulin.
I feel like this is Cadswain.
He's not a superhero.
There, it doesn't say "fa" afterwards.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna guess Sulin.
Okay.
I also guess Sulin.
Sulin guessed Cadswain, so superhero. Rob?
Okay, Sulin said Cat Swain, so superhero. I'm also going superhero. Screw it.
All right.
Ah, no! There goes my perfect score as well.
Ah.
Oh wow, damn you! Oh god, I'm pissed that you outlast me by like 2 questions. I hate you, Rob.
Okay, Bain&Chiad, take it.
Ooh.
This is so hard.
It's hard, yeah, because this is definitely something Sulin would feel towards Rand, but did she actually say it? I'm gonna go with Sulin, but I feel like I might be wrong.
I think Sulin.
2 Sulins. Who else?
I'll go on the Sulin train.
Leigh-A? I'm on the Sulin train.
Forget superhero.
Choo choo.
Oh, okay. Leigh-A says superhero.
Leia's trying to game the game, I think.
Yeah. Sulin!
Yay!
Good job. It is hard. Like there's so many commonalities in the things that she says.
There are.
There's
100%.
it's something about because she knows herself so well and she knows what she wants so well. Like there's like she never says
Sulin's
anything
one of my favorite characters
by halves. You know?
Like, yeah, she's a badass fucking bitch.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going straight in superhero.
Okay.
I think this is Sulin.
What I do is not up to you.
What I do is not up to you. So Sulin says Sulin. What do you say, Leigh-A?
Fucking superhero.
Okay. Shelly?
I'm gonna go Sulin again.
Okay.
Okay.
Bain&Chiad?
I'm gonna go superhero.
All right.
That's everybody, right?
That is yes.
Rob, what'd you say?
I said superhero.
Yes.
Ah! Very Sulin vibe, that movie, for
No,
sure.
but all of these are so Sulin vibes.
Yeah, I lent her my lasso.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you did.
I've never said one.
Shelly, start us off.
Superhero.
Bain&Chiad.
Superhero.
Rob.
Superhero.
Sulin. Did you say this?
Villain.
Super
Super
villain.
villain.
I think Loki says it.
Leigh-A.
Superhero. And also the quote is, I would never stab anyone in the back.
All right.
Thank you.
We're all on the superhero train.
Mm-hmm. With one Loki winner.
I think.
Oh,
Do you know what?
Wow.
I think that's the first time anyone's got the superhero right or supervillain. So
Yeah, way
It's
to
'cause
go.
I think it's because he's like his point is that he would stab them in the front.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Yes.
It's a pretty popular line, actually, but it's missing the punchline.
Tom Hiddleston. I like him.
Mm.
He's so good. Yeah. Okay, Rob.
Well,
Sulin.
what does it say again?
I would not like to see you trip over a pillow and fall on your nose again.
I say Sulin.
Sulin.
Yeah, Sulin.
Sulin.
Sulin. You think it's you?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All Sulins, all winners. Good job.
Nice.
I think, is this? Yeah, one more. Okay, here's the last one.
Okay.
Oh. I double clicked.
Got that.
All right. I think that one's Sulin. All right. Let me cut off the score.
Sorry.
What does it say? What does it say?
It says you asked for more maps.
He brings like every map
Yeah.
from like everywhere, and like just keeps getting more and more people to bring maps.
So many maps.
Totally Sulin. Totally Sulin. 100%.
The Sulinist.
You know what? That goes really well with the map tattoo, actually.
It does.
I think
Oh, I love that.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that.
this is so good because, like, this is a good reminder that, like, whoever they get to play Sulin is going to have to be a really good comedic character.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She, like, her stuff is just so subtle, but it's so fucking funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
You're right,
Scores are
Kevin.
in, folks.
I was just
The
so
scores are
excited to
in.
show that one. How did everybody do?
I am pleased to say, out of the 12 questions that because we all skipped the first one, obviously because Bain&Chiad was like, I saw it in the pre-show and it's Sulin. And the last one that Mel was being a consummate professional about.
Hey.
So there were 12 for us to gain a score from, and I gave a bonus point if anyone got the superhero correct. So congratulations, Sulin, for doing that. I'm pleased to say everyone is in double figures.
Way to go.
So joint second is Bain&Chiad, One Shelly, and Leigh-A, all with 10 out of 12 points.
Such a reserved clap.
It was. And then mostly thanks to the Loki point, in joint first is myself and Sulin on 11 out of 12.
Way to go. Good job.
Yay.
I like what Shelly's doing, clapping with the spear. I like that.
I don't have a buckler, so
Yeah. I like it. That was a great game, by the way, Mel. I really
Yes.
enjoyed that.
that was
Really
much
great.
harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Thank
Yes.
you, Leigh-A, for coming up with that game.
Yeah.
Really great job, Leigh-A.
Yes,
That was
great
Leigh-A.
game, Leigh-A. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Leigh-A. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Obviously,
yeah.
it was all me, but like, I would like to give credit to Mel for doing all the work. So,
Guys shine for a day.
Okay, shine for a day. All right, folks, that's it for tonight. I hope you've enjoyed our first time back in 2023. It's been a fun show. If you go and see one of the Wheel of Time actors in a show somewhere, please let us know. Please tweet it out, because this is a thing now. There's a bunch of us going to go see Sophia Okonedo in March. So, go and find them, folks. And be kind, be considerate, don't stalk them, but go to their shows, support
But
them,
scout
and
them.
and scout them, and then hopefully you see them in the lobby afterwards, or the stage door, and you get to be like, I'm a Wheel of Time fan, nice to meet you, and be very pleasant, and then let them go when they want to go. But Sulin, thank you for getting up on time, unlike me, at 2 a.m.
Get up
Hopefully you
on
get to
time
work
for
from-
this. I will not be getting up on time for work.
But you're working. You don't have to go into work in a few hours, hopefully. Good. Good. All right, ladies, it is great to see all your faces again. So, Sulin, hang around for our hangout afterwards. But until next week, folks, from all of us here at Threefold Talk, may you always find love, water, and shade. So, bye.